Hey, everybody. My name is John DiPietro, and I hate to say it, but I've been around the media landscape in Worcester for a long, long time. I go back actually to the old Telegram and Gazette, my first reporting job, and then many years at Channel 27 and WSRS and WTAG. So a lot has changed in the landscape in the last 50 years or so here in Worcester. And we're talking now with Mark Henderson, who is the founder of the 016. And Mark, it's hard to believe that you're already celebrating your fifth anniversary. Welcome.
Yeah, it's quite an achievement. It seems like it was just yesterday that we launched, and here we are 5 years in, and everything's going great.
Yeah. Give us a little bit about your background. You are a local person and
I am a local person.
went to
Yeah,
high school,
I'm
college
a
here.
I'm a Worcester guy. I've been in the media. This is my 41st year in media. I know it doesn't look it. I started young. 41st year in media, and much of that career was spent at the Telegram and Gazette.
Yeah.
And we started to understand what was happening in media. I mean, a long time ago. Well, it seems like a long time ago. It was only 2018. Understanding where media was going, and we tried to get ahead of it and serve readers and serve advertisers. So we came up with this idea for the 016, which is a place to find everything you need to know about live, work, and play in the city of Worcester.
Yep. And I've had the opportunity to work with you for the past several years. And a lot of people still say to me, well, the 016, what is that? So tell us what the
Yeah.
016 is, and then we'll go from
Well,
there.
the 016 obviously was an homage to the city of Worcester being the first three unique digits of the zip codes of Worcester.
016.
So we wanted to make sure that it was Worcester focused, but we gave it that name because it was a different kind of a site, which
Yeah.
is where we have our original reporting, plus we curate reporting from other sources in the city of Worcester, of which there are a growing number of great sources for local news and information in the city of Worcester.
Right. And, it seems like the big guns, the friends at the Telegram, they're not locally
Yeah,
owned anymore. They seem to be less locally focused. The radio stations are not locally owned anymore.
yeah,
They're less Worcester focused. But at the same time, as you mentioned, so many new media companies have entered the city of Worcester because they think that there's dynamic activity going on
yeah.
and certainly news. Now, what makes 016 different? Because to start a media company, you have to go out and hire several different writers, all of
Yeah.
which have personal opinions, which come out in their stories.
Yeah.
016 is a little bit different, is it not?
It is. It is. We still do some original stories reporting from time to time, but we focus on you working with other media companies in the city of Worcester to give their news and information and journalism an audience, a consistent audience. It was one of the things that I found really depressing before we started this, was that I wanted to go to one place to find everything I needed to know about the city of Worcester, and that was not possible. It wasn't like the old days where you could just pick up the daily paper and be informed about everything that was going on in the city. We've seen we've seen some decreases in local media amongst the national players in the city, but at the same time, we've also noticed a large increase of people wanting to report on what's happening in the city. To
Yeah.
give you an example, in the past 5 years, we've more than doubled the number of media companies there are in Worcester. We've gone from 7 to 18 in a very short period of time, and that number is going to increase. But what we don't have or what we didn't have before the 016, was a place where you could find that easily and quickly.
Mm.
And
Now,
that's what we banked on when we started the 016. And the theory behind it was that if we can convene this audience of people who want local news and information, then that will create an audience for local businesses to be able to advertise in a way for the local businesses to connect and grow their audiences.
okay. Now, we can talk platitudes all morning long about
Yes.
how good we are and we're new and we're different and um,
Yeah.
people getting their news, their habits have changed. They no longer wait for the morning paper in the morning or the 6 o'clock news at night. Give me some cold, hard facts about how many people the 016 actually reaches. How many stories have been read? how long do people hang around the site? But that
How
kind of
long
hard.
people, well, that's the amazing thing. And of course, being our 5th year anniversary, I had to go back and dig up the data. But what we have is in the 5 years that we've been around, we've had more than 17 million email opens. I think our email program is the largest in the city. We've clicked through to 13 million page views for predominantly other local media in the city of Worcester. 13 million clicks, and we've had 6.7 million videos being viewed on the 016 as well. So we try to be multi-platform. We also have audio plays and our own original news articles have gathered 4.5 million clicks on them as well. So the theory is that by creating this one place, that we could go to a place where people could go and find trustworthy local news from all the sources in the city of Worcester, and that businesses could reach and grow their audiences in a manner that they want.
Okay, so I guess it's an old cliche, one-stop shopping. So you can find stuff that
Yes.
appeared, say, for example, the recent storm that we just went through and we've got coming. You can go to the 016, find out what Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 7, the Weather Channel, all those national and regional companies have said about Worcester right here. Okay, we've got our own weather as well. But a lot of the material that the Globe or the Herald or the New York Times or the Telegram or other Worcester sources have talked about, just go to the 016 and you can get it all. How can people subscribe if they're haven't done so yet?
They can go to the 016.com, and while we don't put up a hard registration wall, first of all, our site is free to read. We're proud of that. But people can go up and register, and just like any other social media site, that they can customize their feed to get Worcester news or news from the suburbs or news, celebrity news or any other types of news like that. They can go and customize the news feed that they see every morning. And they'll be subscribed to our daily email that will arrive, and it will have contained everything that's going on in the city, making that also a one-stop shopping for people who want to get their news.
There you go. I know you're working on a update of the morning edition. We want to let you go and let people know that the 016, just go to the 016.com. I think it says sign up, and you'll get it delivered to your mailbox every morning around 8 o'clock. And updated several times a day also, right, Mark?
Yeah, updated. We try to do at least 2 updates a day during the week, because we know that the news moves fast. So we try to update around noon and 6 p.m. each weekday. And we're finding out that people really come back. Once they come in the morning, they'll come back again at noontime, and they'll come back after 6 to see what's happened during the day while they've been at work. So we try to respect the user's time. At the same time, we're trying to convene an audience of people who want to know what local news, what is happening around Worcester.
All about. So that's the story. It's the 016. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.